How's it going, you guys? So today I'm going to be installing the Hybrid Racing stainless steel Maxim shift boot collar and the Hybrid Racing V2 slim oil cap. These two should be a pretty simple install, but to start off with the shift boot collar from Hybrid Racing, this is a universal fit, which is a M10 by 1.5 rod, and it has a stainless steel collar. And I just love the way this looks OEM, so I kind of stuck with this color. I wanted to do the black one, but this one just stood out to me, so this will look pretty dope, and it'll look so much better than the OEM boot color that we have on here. And then we have the V2 oil cap from Hybrid Racing as well, which is actually super slim, and this looks really clean. It is super easy to remove, and the way they made this was to improve the valve cover hood clearance, which is for sure a big difference compared to the OEM. And this is also universal fit, and I got it in the dust red version. They also have a dust black one, and I wanted to go with the dust red just to kind of match the SI look to it and make the engine bay look a little bit more flashy with this type of red. And this fits both the Honda and Acuras out there, including the 2016 plus K20C and Turbo L series engine, which is in my car. So without further ado, let's go ahead and install these two real quick. I'll show you how to do that. So to install the shift boot collar, we're going to have to go ahead and remove our shift knob as well as the console here. And to remove the shift knob, we're going to go ahead and spin it counterclockwise to remove. But before that, here's a closer look at the Maxim stainless steel collar. This thing is super pretty, so I can't wait to see what it looks like on there. So I went ahead and took off the shift knob and the OEM collar right here. And this already came off because the zip tie was already pretty much loose, so it wasn't that hard to take off whatsoever. So now we're going to go ahead and move the console cover off. And I suggest starting from the bottom all the way up to the top. And I'm not going to be unplugging any wires or plugs whatsoever, since we'll have enough room to work around for the collar upgrade, and we'll go from there. Then do this one. It should come off pretty easily, as you can see, and it should be the same on the other side as well. As you can see, there's one clip here, one here, and then the last one is right up here. So it should come off pretty easily. And I'm literally doing this with one hand, and I got it off just fine. It'll be the same on the other side as well. So from here, you're looking at the passenger side view. I'm just gonna go ahead and lift it off, and I'm gonna twist it around so I can work on it without damaging the wires or anything like that. So once you have it turn it around, we're back on the driver's side view here. You'll actually be able to pull out the old collar from here. That's when you cut off the zip tie that I already have loosened, and the OEM collar. So from here, we're just gonna go ahead and flip the shift boot until it's upside down like this. After that, we're going to go ahead and take off the elastic band that was on the shift boot collar from Hybrid Racing. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and enter this through the top until it is pretty flush to the bottom of the boot. Just like that. But before you put the elastic band, one thing I do recommend you guys doing is that you go ahead and invert the shift boot here. And you can align the marking to how you like it. And I'm just going to go ahead and have the Hybrid Racing aligned with the red stitching here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the elastic band. And once you have it in place, we're going to take the elastic band once again. We're going to put it around the collar. So once you have the elastic band on here, Hybrid Racing actually used elastic bands instead of the zip ties, since these are a bit bulky and can wear out the outside of the boot. So I actually like this a lot better, and it'll be a lot easier to take out and put back on if you're gonna go ahead and change anything from here. So this is very convenient. So now we're gonna go ahead and put everything back to how they used to be. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. So once you have everything oriented, we're going to go ahead and slide the boot and the collar down onto the shift rod just like this. Then we're going to grab our hybrid racing lock nut, and then we're just going to go ahead and screw it on here. And we can test it real quick. It fits perfectly. So we're going to go ahead and take this back down real quick. Then I'm going to install my 271 shift knob from 271, and if you have the OEM or any aftermarket, this will be the same process. And when you're putting on your shift knob, you're going to go ahead and run it all the way down until it hits the lock nut down here. And once you have your shift knot threaded on, we're going to go ahead and use a wrench to tighten the stainless steel sleeve against the knob so you can lock it into place. And when you're tightening up your shift knob, I suggest you hold on to the shift knob so you don't lose your alignment. And you're just going to tighten it until it's a snug fit. And a good indication that you tightened it up pretty snug is if you twist it left and right and it doesn't move, you should be good to go. And from here, we're just going to go ahead and pull up the boot to lock the collar into place, and it should fit perfectly, just like so. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and lock the center console into place, and that's it for this install. And here it is. I like how tidy the shift boot looks now compared to how it looked before. And it's hard to see the emblem on here, but it honestly looks so much better than the OEM. And it's super easy to pull up and down on the collar here. But yeah, it fits the aesthetic of the rest of the car, and I think it looks good. Let's go ahead and move on to the oil cap and go from there. Moving on to the Hybrid Racing V2 Slim oil cap. Make sure your engine is cool and that it's not been running recently. And we're going to go ahead and just remove the OEM oil cap here and put in the Hybrid Racing oil cap. Take this off, nice and easy. Then let's take our Hybrid V2 Slim oil cap. And what I like about this is the fact that it has like this lever, which is really cool. And you get the Hybrid Racing logo here. And then we're just going to go ahead and install this on here. And once you're done, close it, and there we go. Closer look at the oil cap from Hybrid Racing. This looks really nice, and it's super slim, and it's an easy on and off with this lever, which I really like. And compared to the OEM oil cap, it is not as bulky, which is something I also really like. But yeah, it fits the aesthetic of the engine bay, and that's pretty much it for this install. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any further questions, let me know down below, and I'll make sure to answer them. But as always, stay safe and drive safe out there, you guys. I'll see you on the next one.